All pre-owned RVs are not created equal. Today I found a 2015 Newmar King Aire that is a prime example of the type of used RV that you would want to buy. Today I found the owner of this coach. Bob, how you doing today, sir?
Good, Andrew. How are you doing?
Excellent, thank you. This is a beautiful Newmar King Aire behind you. Were you the original owner of this coach?
That's right, I'm the original owner. I special ordered it in 2014 and took delivery of it in April of 2015. So I've owned the coach the whole time.
What are some of the things that you've done with this King Aire that would make it different from other King Aires out there?
Well, it's been the way that the coach has been maintained, Andrew. For example, at the end of the 2020 season, I took my King Aire back to Newmar, to the plant factory in Napanee, Indiana, and paid $25,000 for a 5-year premium platinum service plan where Newmar went through every single thing on the coach and serviced everything that could possibly be serviced.
And you've got the receipts for that?
Oh yeah, I've got the receipts for that. I then took it over to Charlotte, Michigan, where Spartan is located, and paid Spartan to do the same thing for the engine and the chassis. So at a 5-year interval there, I had major service work done on the chassis, the engine, and the coach by Newmar, bringing it up basically to new standard.
Yeah, and I just looked at the date codes on the tires, 2020 date codes on the tires, Michelin tires, also new batteries in this coach?
That's right. Also at the end of the 2020 season, I put all new Michelin tires on the coach, and I also put brand new house batteries in the coach, even though they weren't necessarily called for. That's the way I do things, and when they're 5 years old, I felt it was time to put new batteries in. So I spent the money to put the most expensive and the best batteries for house batteries that you could possibly buy. I bought the Lifeline batteries and put those in at the end of the 2020 season.
Yeah, I'm just doing a little rough math in my head, but it sounds like you dropped about 50 grand on maintenance at the end of the 2020 season?
That's right.
And do you have all the maintenance records and all the service records for this coach?
I do. And you know, you might be wondering, why would I have done that at the end of the 2020 season? Well, at that point in time, I was planning on keeping this coach for another 5 or 10 years. So I wanted to invest in it to bring it up to where I thought it should be at the end of the 5th year.
Well, what happened? Why are you selling it?
Well, as it turned out, we had grandchildren come along this past year, and so my wife and I decided that we needed to have a house on the lake up in Montana to more properly be able to entertain our family. So we made the decision to sell our lot in the Polson Motor Coach Resort as well as the coach.
Well, you've definitely taken great care of this coach, and it's a great opportunity for someone going forward.
I've had the coach washed with deionized water every 2 weeks during the summer while it's out of storage, and have had it professionally waxed twice a year since I've owned the coach. During the winters when we're not using the coach, it's stored indoors in a heated facility so that it's not exposed to any of the elements at all.
Do you mind showing us around the coach and showing us more about it?
Sure, I'd be happy to.
Sounds good. Now, you have one option in this first bay that gets me really excited. I think every coach should come with this option. And I'm not talking about this Dometic cooler, which is a great option, but this has got a power washer with a high pressure hose. What's the story with that?
Well, that was an option. I added a lot of options when I had the coach built, and I wanted to have the power washer on board. It's the Road Wave, so I had that added to the coach. It makes it very convenient when you're traveling if you want to clean the coach up rather than waiting till you get someplace where someone can help you with it. So it's an awesome item to have on your coach.
The Dometic freezer cooler.
The Dometic is a fantastic item on this coach because this functions not only as a refrigerator, but you could also set it to function as a freezer if you'd like for it to.
Yeah, super clean too. I can tell you really take great care of all your stuff. Now going over to this next bay, I see a lot of stuff in this bay, and it does have this button for the power slide out tray, so I'm gonna go ahead and take advantage of that. Now, what are all these boxes? I see some DEF fluid, but what's all this other stuff that we're seeing here?
Well, I've got when I was back at Newmar at the end of the 2020 season, I had them put in a new water pump just because I wanted to have a brand new water pump and not have to worry about it. But I also decided to buy an additional spare water pump in case something should ever happen in the future going forward. So that's a spare water pump, brand new. There is DEF on here, which I didn't use. This big box, Andrew, is actually Newmar's factory recommended roadside assistance kit.
Okay.
And what's contained in this kit are all of the most usual items that you would need if you had a roadside assistance situation.
Belts, fuel filters, that kind of stuff?
Belts, filters, hoses.
And did you buy that in the end of 2020, or when did you buy that?
I bought at the end of 2020, right?
Nice. Yeah, a lot of value in that box right there.
And then behind there's some of the hydronic heating system fluids and some coolant and some oil.
Awesome. And this tray does go both ways, so I'm going to start putting it back in, and then we'll be able to look at it from the other side. It is a two-way motorized tray where you just press this. And I like to point out the positioning of this. You don't have to bend into the bays or anything. I can just stand right here at the door and open that out, no problem. Now, a lot of storage in this coach.
Well, it's got a ton of storage. You'll notice the coach is quite tall.
Yeah.
It's one of the tallest coaches on the road. And as a result of the coach being so tall, they're able to make these bays very large. So there is a tremendous amount of storage space down here. These are all motorized trays as well, which, as you mentioned, can slide out this way or all the way out the other side.
Yeah, and I like to point this out. It's got this little lip right here where you can just pull this up and slide it down. So if you need to load kind of heavy stuff and don't want to get it over that lip, you can do that and then slide that lip back in. And this carpet is all in really good condition and very wide pass-through bay. And as I take a step back here, this is the Spartan K3 chassis. Absolutely stunning paint job. Totally different colors than we normally see, but it really pops. And then this has the big Girard awnings up top there as well.
There are two awnings, two patio awnings, one forward and one aft, that both extend out. And I wanted to mention to you too while we're down here, Andrew, that I also have the Dirt Devil, which is the in-home vac system. So we have central vac inside the coach.
Nice. Yeah, and then another manual tray, and I always love seeing this. Lamb's wool wash mitt. That means that you haven't been washing this coach with brushes. A lot of value in something small like that. So
the Newmar recommended Lamb's wool wash mitt. That's the only thing that's ever been used on this coach.
Here's another look at that Dirt Devil central vac. And then you also do have an outlet in this bay, and this is a manual half pull-out dray. That Oasis hydronic heating is going to be on the other side of this bay here. Now we went right by the television bay there. Yeah, Sony TV with a JBL sound bar, and then a nice little tool area, a pegboard, and I believe this houses the fresh water tank behind that bay.
That's right. And that's just an area where if you'd like to have tools easily accessible, you can hang them on that pegboard in there. Makes it very convenient.
Yeah, now coming back to the power plant, this has got the Cummins 600 in it, I believe?
Cummins 600 horsepower diesel engine. It's a tremendous advantage when you're towing, particularly in the mountains. This coach will run uphill with a tow vehicle in the mountainous terrain at 55 miles an hour, 60 miles an hour all day long, no problems.
Yeah, 20,000 pound towing capacity as well, right?
That's right.
200-gallon diesel fuel tank. You can put down some miles, huh?
200 gallons. We can go a long way before we got to get fuel.
I just got to show everybody the date codes don't lie, ladies and gentlemen. 1620 on your Michelin tires. So much value there when you're looking at other coaches on the market. A lot of value. There's your def fill.
Chassis batteries?
Yeah, when did you have the chassis batteries replaced?
I also replaced those at the end of the 2020 season, so they're brand new in 2020 as well.
The beautiful rear end here with the higher profile, the big King Aire emblem, the Newmar mud flap. Do you think we could open up this engine bay and get a closer look at that Cummins? This is the ISX, I believe, or?
Yes.
So that's something that I always like to point out. You just press the button. So this engine hatch is on a hydraulic lift here. You just press one button and that opens up. And then here's a closer look. 600 horsepower. This is a beast. Your coach does have a passive steer tag axle. How's that worked for you?
It works great. It allows you to raise the tags when you want to make a really tight turn. So it's a big advantage when you're making sharp, tight turns. We've also got two leveling systems on this coach. We have the hydraulic jack leveling system, and we also have the air leveling system. So if you're on soft or wet ground and you don't want to bury your jacks, you can use the air leveling system to level your coach.
And I just noticed this too. What's this little compartment here? A little stinky slinky?
That's your sewer hose storage compartment. And your water bay. Of course, the nice thing about the water bay is there is an outdoor shower for if you need to clean up and you don't want to go inside the coach if you get muddy somehow or something like that.
Or washing the dog off, I know.
Or washing the dog off, that's right.
Yeah, manifold system here as well. I love that it's got your holding tank level display out here.
It's also got the gray and black tank rinse capability. So what I normally do is after I dump the tanks, I usually rinse both the gray and the black tanks with fresh water. And that just helps you maintain your tanks in a very sanitary and clean condition.
Yes, sir. Yeah, power hose reel there as well.
Power hose reel, that's right.
And I've got to point this out too. One thing I love about this is it's got the stainless down the side of the coach. Now, was that an option or was that standard with the King Aire?
That was standard at that time with the King Aire. Your shore power cord reel.
Yeah, and I like that you got a generator start-stop out here. Sometimes when you're getting ready to hook up your 50 amp, you want to keep power to the coach. So nice that you could just turn that generator on out here before unhooking your 50 amp.
That's right. And this is the Oasis hydronic hot water heating system. So on this coach, you actually have 2 hot water heating capabilities. There are 2 electric heating elements that heat the water, and then you have the diesel-fired Oasis hydronic heating system. You can use those either together or one or the other, but it gives you a tremendous amount of hot water capability.
And how has that worked for you over the last 5 years?
It's been fantastic. We've never had a shortage of hot water.
Yeah. Heated floors also run off of that?
The heated floors are also run by that, that's right.
Nice. Yeah, I've heard a lot of great things about that Oasis system. And
just the other side of the storage, we want to draw it back over this way.
Yeah, just so effortless. The positioning of that button, they really got that right. And this is 1,000-pound carrying capacity. You can really load this up.
You can load it up.
Yeah, then it also has, like I showed on the other side, that little kind of tailgate type feature where you can lift that up if you need to load some heavy stuff up there. Here's a look at all those, you like to maintain your stuff. I like seeing that. Whenever you see something like this, it definitely tells the story about that coach, tells the story of an owner that likes to maintain his stuff.
That's right. Never get caught short.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It looks like 2 inverters there. Are those twin 3,000 watt inverters?
We have twin inverters, that's right. So there's 2 inverters, which means because this is an all-electric coach, and we'll get to the house batteries in just a minute, but with those 2 inverters and the number of house batteries that we have tremendous capability off of shore power to run everything on the coach. So we don't even have to have the generator on. With the house batteries and their capability and those 2 inverters, you can literally run everything on the coach without being hooked up to shore power.
Air conditioning units?
Air conditioning too.
Wow, that says a lot. You were talking about batteries. Holy smokes. You were not kidding. I gotta fire up a flashlight just so everybody can see what's going on back there.
16 6-volt house batteries.
I don't think I've ever seen that many batteries in a coach.
Which is what operates the coach when you're not on shore power. And as I mentioned, at the end of the 2020 season, even though the house batteries that were on the coach were in fine condition and operating fine, I wanted to put the best batteries in that I could. So I made the investment to add these Lifeline AGM deep cycle batteries. This is the best battery you can buy for your house batteries. I spent $16,000 putting these batteries in at the end of 2020.
Wow. Did this coach come standard with 16 batteries?
Yes.
That was standard.
That's
wow.
right.
365s on the steers. I'll tell you what, beautiful exterior of this coach, but do you mind if we take a look inside?
Sure, let's go do it.
Sounds good. Bob, this is a beautiful coach. What's going on in here, sir?
It really is, Andrew. Yeah, it's absolutely magnificent coach. When I ordered the coach in 2014, it's a 2015 as I mentioned before, but when I ordered it in 2014, I had the opportunity to basically customize the coach with the interior design that I really wanted. So all of these fabrics and the colors, the cabinetry, the tile floors, were all those orders that I was able to place myself to put it all together the way it looks now.
What made you choose this specific floor plan?
Well, I really like having these recliner chairs on this side. We've got the Televator TV that comes up from behind the sofa on the other side, so it's a really nice spot to be able to watch the television. And in my prior coaches, I had the opposing couches on each side, and I just didn't really find them that functional. So this was an option that I was able to put together to have these reclining chairs on this side, and it's absolutely great for watching television, reading a book, or sitting here in the evening and having a cocktail.
Yeah, I'm getting really comfortable in this recliner here, but why don't we walk around the coach a little bit more and show everybody around here before I get too comfortable in this recliner. And the first thing I really have to point out that really caught my eye is that diamond pattern, the diamond stitching. Really a beautiful pattern, and not only on the couch there with the two-tone leather with the dark brown and the cream color, but you have that same high-end leather work here on the captain's chairs. And this passenger chair is a lot bigger, wider than other seats I've seen out there. What all do these captain's chairs do?
It's a very large seat. My wife loves it. It's extremely comfortable. Obviously, they have all of the range of motions in terms of reclining and that sort of thing. Both the driver and the co-pilot's chairs have the massage capability as well. So you've got a massage unit that you can have vibrating inside the chairs when you're traveling, which makes it kind of nice if you're getting kind of tired of traveling. And of course, this King Aire is equipped with Newmar's Comfort Drive, which is the ability to choose a setting on the Comfort Drive depending on how much you want to really have to be into the driving yourself. I can actually, if it's getting late in the day and I'm getting tired, I can actually put that on a setting where I can basically drive the coach with one finger on the steering wheel. It's
all the way up to 5, or what's?
Yeah.
I like to turn it all the way up to 5 myself.
Right.
Yeah, now you also too have this carbon fiber texture, not only on the trim work there, but on the steering wheel as well. Is that something that you all picked out? Or?
Yes, I did. And we've also got the VORAD system on this coach, which is their collision avoidance cruise control system. So you're able to put the coach into cruise control in even heavy traffic conditions, and that VORAD system keeps you properly spaced. You don't have to worry about, constantly giving the gas and braking when you're in heavy traffic. So I love that feature too. It's really nice when you're traveling in heavy traffic.
Passenger over here has a cup holder, as well as individual air conditioning controls, as well as the map and ceiling light controls. And then this nifty little kind of tray that just swings out so effortlessly here for a laptop or some food.
Exactly.
Did your wife get a lot of use out of that?
Oh yeah, she loves to put her laptop there, and while we're rolling down the road, she's got a little desk set up there. She likes that. And of course, I've got the television up here in front.
Yeah.
And then we have the televator TV here, which comes up here behind the couch.
One press of the button there.
So that's a nice feature, because if you're not watching it, you can put it down and you have the windows are open. So it's not constantly blocking the windows if you're not using the television. And that's why I like to have these reclining chairs over here, because it's just a much better configuration for watching television.
Now, does this coach have heated floors?
It does.
Good deal.
It has heated floors, and they're in zones. There's a front zone here in the salon area, there's a zone in the bedroom, and there's a zone in the bathroom back in the master bath. So you can actually have those zones heated at different levels or on or off entirely on their own.
And how many roof air conditioning units does this coach have?
3 AC units.
Are those 15,000 BTU?
They are, yeah.
15,000?
Yeah.
And then Newmar has this cool aesthetic piece on the ceiling that not only makes it look a lot better, but also keeps that noise down. And then when the slide outs are in, that AC is still blowing down where the slide outs aren't covering it up.
That's
there.
right,
So.
that's right. And they're very quiet. When you're inside the coach and they're running, you barely hear them at all.
This booth area here, that leather is that same diamond stitching leather here in the booth. Now, do you know how expensive of an upgrade that was to have that special leather?
I don't remember exactly when I ordered it.
Going into your galley area here, I really like these cabinets that you used and this hardware. What else is going on in the galley here?
Well, these cabinets, something that's really unique about Newmar is that they have, back in Napanee, Indiana, they have Amish woodworkers that hand make these cabinets for their coaches. And these cabinets are absolutely beautiful, solid wood, and you won't find nicer cabinetry in any coach with any manufacturer. They're absolutely the best. And just solid, not veneer, not press board. They're solid, beautiful wood cabinetry. Love that. Of course, we have the dual sinks here, and there's covers for both sides. I think the other cover's down here.
Yeah, and I've got to get everybody a close-up of the look on that sink. One of the coolest sinks I've seen in a motorhome.
So you can cover them both when you're not using them, so you have flat counter space. And then of course we've got the 2-burner induction cooktop and a convection microwave oven, as well as the residential size refrigerator.
Yeah, Whirlpool refrigerator, Fisher Paykel dishwasher down there. Do you guys use the dishwasher a lot?
Use it a lot.
Does it work pretty good?
Love it.
Awesome.
Love it.
Yeah, and I love these accent walls that you guys use. Just a very cool texture, and that same texture is on both sides of the coach over here. Really cool styling in this. Now, you also have a lot of storage here above head on this side, and super clean. When you look inside of these, they definitely tell a story, and you definitely kept this coach clean here. And when you close that wood, I mean, that's just a solid feel.
Solid, isn't it?
Yes,
yeah.
Sir.
Solid.
This is a bath and a half floor plan?
It is. So the half bath is here.
Let's get some lights on in here. A good size half bath, and this is on that swiveling door, so that when you have your slide outs in going down the road, real easy to get to that half bathroom.
That's right. You can get into the half bath while the slides are in.
Plenty of room around your head there. And then a pretty good sized window in that bathroom, as well as that vent with a fan up here with that cool aesthetic piece. There's your breaker panel back here. Outlet here as well.
And then moving into the master bedroom.
Yeah, a lot of room back there. I can just, I've got to point out how much room there is between the foot of the bed and your dresser drawers over here.
Well, and as a matter of fact, Andrew, Newmar was the first manufacturer that came out with the full wall slide. So having that full wall slide on this side just tremendously opens up the coach inside. Instead of having the feel like you're in a tube, when you put that full wall slide out, it's really like you're in a small apartment.
Absolutely.
Very, very comfortable from a space standpoint.
And these are huge drawers too. You've got 6 drawers. You got to point out just how large and deep those are, and that same beautiful countertop like we saw in the kitchen. Good size Sony TV here in your bedroom as well.
That's the third TV. The fourth one, of course, is the exterior.
Yes, sir. Now, is that a king size bed?
It's a king size and sleep number with individual settings for each side for however firm you want the mattress to be, and that really works nice too, because my wife and I like a really firm mattress. My wife likes a little softer, so that air number system is a great way for us to handle that.
Nice and beautiful bedding that they used here as well. And I've got to give everybody a close-up of that headboard, just a beautiful texture. And then you do have 2 windows on both sides of the bed if you want to get a little airflow going through there.
Good storage space above the bed as well.
Yes, sir. And then got a lot of controls under here. You can start and stop your generator. You can put your shades up and down, lights up, and
right while you're in bed.
Yeah, do you use those buttons a lot?
Oh, all the time. It's nice to wake up in the morning and be able to open everything up before you get up.
Absolutely, I like it. I'm looking forward to showing everyone that huge rear bathroom, but I just noticed another silver leaf panel here, so you can control all that stuff. You can check your tank levels, your battery levels, heated floors, all that you can set right there on that panel.
That's right. There's a master panel here in the bedroom, and then one up above the driver in the front of the coach. And you basically can control everything with your coach from that system.
Well, let's go take a look at the back of this coach. This is probably one of the largest bathrooms in any Class A motorhome out there.
Oh, I would say so.
Yeah.
Most definitely. Complete with washer and dryer.
Yeah, stackable washer and dryer right next to your, is that a closet along the back of the coach there?
Closet with lots of storage space in the closet.
All cedar lined. Yeah, adjustable shelving over here, shoe cubbies.
And on this side, a safe.
Nice. And then double wardrobe hanging space as well there.
Right.
But I've got to back up a second and just take a look at this dual vanity here. I love these bowl sinks and that high-end hardware. Really stylish look in this bathroom. Then you have a good size shower as well. Teak seat.
Great size shower.
Yeah, and I can just tell this glass, like the rest of the coach, you've really taken great care of it. I see the little squeegee there. You squeegee it off after every shower, I bet?
We do.
Yes,
Not
sir.
only do we squeegee it, but we use that CLR to make sure that you don't get any water deposits. But I've got a great water filtration system on this coach, so even places where there's hard water, it really doesn't come into the coach that bad.
Yeah, well, it definitely shows And this coach is like brand new. Really looks good. I greatly appreciate you showing us this coach. Now I got to get to the hard question. How much dough do you need for this coach?
Well, I'm asking $450,000 for this coach because of its immaculate condition, very low mileage, less than 25,000 miles, and the fact that, as we talked about earlier, how much money went into the coach at the end of the 2020 season to bring it up to basically new standards. So I think it's a very reasonable price given what's here in this coach.
Definitely a lot of value in having a one-owner coach with all the maintenance records. Tremendous value to that. Now, if someone's a serious buyer and they're ready to step up and become the next owner of this King Aire, who should they get a hold of?
They should call me.
And it's a private party sale as well?
Private party sale.
If someone is a serious buyer, is it okay if I put your phone number in the description below and then they can call you that way?
Sure.
Well, sounds good, Bob. I greatly appreciate you sharing this beautiful coach with myself and the folks out on YouTube. I greatly appreciate all of you out there subscribing to the channel and liking these videos. I hope you're all having a great day. Thanks again.
Thank you, everybody.